Rick, and those winners tonight are all very, very happy. But as Jim Gibbons said earlier, and it was rightly so, we've got winners all the way around, and even when you lose tonight, you're a winner. But the ones that will be on top of the stands have a special joy tonight. Here at 3A at 112 is our featured match between Travis Paulson, another Lewis Central, Council Bluff Lewis Central wrestler, 40-1 record, versus Brian Hessenius from Lamar's.
And Hessenius is the returning state champion here. He won it last year at 103 pounds, and expect a wild match here because Hessenius has got great hips and loves to throw, and loves to throw when people in on his legs, and that's where Travis Paulson likes to be, is in on somebody's leg.
Our referee is Mike Exline. We saw him being inducted into the Officials Hall of Fame earlier in the opening ceremonies. There's the Lamar's man right there. That's the defending state champion, as Jim said, Brian Hessenius. And then Travis Paulson, who has a record of 40-1 from Council Bluffs, Lewis Central.
And these two athletes have met earlier in the season. The first match won by Hessenius here 16-6, and the second one won by Travis Paulson 10-1. So a lot of scoring.
And we're going to update the boxes right now. In the top box in 1A, we got Jesse Sundell from Ogden, 36-0, versus Keith Simmons, 43-0 from Sydney. Two undefeated wrestlers going for the state title up there in 1A on the red mat.
And there's a double leg attempt here by Travis Paulson on the 3A mat. Here, now you see those hips of Hessenius.
And you said it'd be wild, Jim.
And it is wild. It's a reversal. It's just going to be a reversal.
Makes the match 2-2, all knotted up after a takedown by Paulson and then a reversal by Hessenius. Let's set the 2A match real fast there. It's also Trent Goodale from Osage versus J.D. Naig from Emmitsburg. Going at 2A, and the score is 2-0 in favor of the Osage wrestler, Trent Goodale.
Back to the 3A mat, we've got Hessenius here in the top position. He was warned for stalling on his feet, so he's certainly not stalling in the top position. He's being really offensive, and now Paulson does a good job of clearing his hips free. He's back in on a single leg here, but now you see a switch attempt. I think Paulson would just like to maybe get out, and he's going to reach across, get the far ankle here. If he can keep Hessenius on his rear, he's going to get the 2 points, and he does.
Really took away his power at the hip. They really grabbed those hips, didn't he?
Yep.
Watch your crossface.
Started with a little bit of hip separation on the sit-out here, so we'll see what Paulson likes to do here.
Time. Second period.
Well,
Green has a warning.
Nice double leg takedown here. He's got the head to the outside, steps across. Now you see the scrambling ability of Hessenius here. He's going to work and just whip him around here. Elevates with the leg through the crotch.
Stay steady.
Up there, gets a reversal of his own and almost takes Paulson to his back.
And as Jim said in the outset, it's going to be a wild one. And right now it's 4-2 in favor of Paulson from Council Bluffs. That's Brian Hessenius on top, starting the second period against Travis Paulson from Council Bluffs, Lewis Central.
And Hessenius is just harassing up at top. He tries to knock a person off his base. Now he's off to the side here. He's got a thread the needle type action. He's got a half and a
warning on red.
bar.
The down man. Warning on red.
Red. Okay, that's Paulson. He's been warned from underneath. I think he's just trying to ward off this tough pinning combination here. Hessenius gets way out in front.
Change. Red, you got the warning.
In 1A, the score is 4-0. In 1A, the score is 4-0 in favor of Keith Simmons from Sydney.
Red, blood time.
Two undefeated wrestlers.
Green over there.
Simmons leading 4-0 against Jesse Sundell from Ogden.
Got a little blood time here.
And in 2A, an update, it's still 2-0 in favor of Osage's Trent Goodale versus Emmitsburg's J.D. Naig.
We're in the second period over here on the 1A match, and that's two undefeated wrestlers here. Looks like Keith Simmons going out to a 6-2 lead here against Jesse Sundell from Ogden. Now Jesse was the state champion last year at 103. Back to Hessenius here in the top position against Travis Paulson from Lewis Central.
Tries to look kind of come out like a Granby type of finish.
And he just wants to try to separate his hips from Hessenius, and then come back through and reach for the far leg on the single leg attempt. He's naturally there. Can't come around too high. He's got to be looking down for that far ankle. Looking for Hessenius' right ankle. But look how comfortable Hessenius is in these positions. Wow. Hips in, gets back on top. I mean, he's in complete control there. It looks like he's out of position. really making Davis work in the top position. Now cradle locked up, near side cradle.
What's he need to do right here on top, Hessenius, to get the, he needs to keep it locked.
He needed to keep it locked and maybe bump him over to his right hip, but now he's in he's bad position here. Paulson, but look at Hessenius here. He's
He's in trouble. He's in trouble.
He's got it tight too. Now he's going to work into a headlock position.
Wow.
This is
the 16 seconds left. Travis Paulson from Council Bluff, Lewis Central pins Brian Hessenius from Lamar's.
What a wild match here.
Yeah.
You called it. And Hessenius looked like he had Paulson in trouble there. Came back and got him on top, and that's that freestyle Greco-Roman headlock finish there that paid off. That's all that summer wrestling that Paulson does. And here we have it.
Wow. There's the move.
Trying to get, now he's got his arm across the body. Now look at, Hessenius is not in bad position. He arches through, almost gets it, but Paulson keeps his belt buckle facing the mat.
That was
the key. And look at that left leg sprawled out there. Now he sits through. He's going to finish it with the head and arm.
That's all about feel, isn't it?
It is.
He did a great job of feeling right where he was.
Right, and you see those shoulders are pretty flat there. Legitimate pin. Now here we're going.
We got another wild one at 1A. It's 8-6. Here's the coach's reaction.
Keith Massey.
Keith Massey. But we've got a wild one on 1A, and they just get a pin there. It was, wow.
Jesse Sundell here.
He was behind.
Trailing 8-6.
Pins Keith Simmons from Sydney.
That's going to be his second state title.
Two undefeated wrestlers. And Sundell comes from behind, pins Keith Simmons, and wins it all. His second, as Jim said, here's 2A, Emmitsburg versus Osage. The score is 9-1 in favor of the Osage wrestler, Trent Goodale.
This is Jeremiah Naig from Emmitsburg. Trent Goodale. 9-1 score here. In favor of, looks like Goodale here. 30 seconds left in the period there.
There, Emmitsburg gets two. That's his first takedown, and it's 9-3, but it's too little too late unless he can do what these other guys have done and thrown to their back.
Look for the big move. But Emmitsburg's program's coming along here. I'm going to tell you what, they've got only 2 seniors in their lineup, and they had an excellent performance here.
Out of 10 qualifiers they got 8 back next year. And you and I both remember the days when Emmitsburg ruled.
You're going to hear some names that you heard before. The second generation of Emmitsburg wrestlers. They're coming back, and there's another title for an Osage wrestler.
And they've had a lot of them over the years.
And what great representation they get here at the state tournament. I mean, there might only be, they got 3 in the finals today, but they'll fill up 1 or 2 sections here at the state finals.
Great tradition in Osage, and all around the north central area of Iowa, they've got great, rich tradition.
That's what it's all about.
The auditoriums. Champion here last year at 103 pounds. Tonight, against Keith Simmons of Sydney, he trailed the entire match until he got a chin lock on Simmons with a minute and about 20 seconds left in the third period. He was trailing 8-6 at that point. That chin lock, though, turned into a fall. He jumped into his coach's arms. His coach, I heard him say, Jesse, the true mark of a champion is a champion comes back. Jesse Sundell, the champion at 112 pounds in single A. Dick Trotter.
All right, Dean, at 112 in AA competition, the sophomore Trent Goodale of Osage is the winner over J.D. Jeremiah Naig of Emmitsburg Armstrong, and the margin was 12-3. Here you see the finish. There was no question where the sophomore defeats the freshman 12-3, and Goodale will now have a chance to become a 3-time state finalist. Back to you, Tim.
Thank you very much, Dick. And
awards, Coach Brian Reimers of Ogden. 6th place, Justin Whelan, Stanwood, North Cedar. 5th place, Jason Utter, Columbus Junction, Columbus. 4th place, Jake Klein, Wilton. 3rd place, Brian Frost, Gilbertville, Don Bosco. Runner-up, Keith Simmons, Sydney. And the Class 1A 112-pound champion from Ogden, Jesse Sundell.
There's Jesse, his coach Brian Reimers. And Nice performance by the Ogden Bulldogs here. They had 2 in the finals, and 2 fellas, Tyler Greaser and Jesse Sundell, live about 2 houses down from each other.
First and second in the state. That's pretty good neighborhood.
Presenting the Class 2A 112-pound awards, Coach Brent Jennings of Osage. 6th place, Nate Thompson, Glenwood. 5th place, Danny Barker, Davenport Assumption. 4th place, Ryan Thompson, Norwalk. 3rd place, Clint Manny, Winterset. Runner-up, Jeremiah Naig, Emmitsburg AR. And the Class 2A 112-pound champion from Osage, Trent Goodale.
As we talked, Osage, great traditions.
And it's Trent's birthday today. Happy birthday, Trent.
They got a card section up in the stands. That's pretty cool. You know, like you said, Osage brings some great ones, great fans.
Presenting the Class 3A 112-pound awards, Coach Keith Massey of Lewis Central Council Bluffs. 6th place, Zach Paulson, Cedar Rapids Kennedy. 5th place, Craig Smith, Dubuque Hempstead. 4th place, Nick Voss, Pleasant Valley. 3rd place, Nate Barnes, Iowa City City High. Runner-up, Brian Hessenius, Lamar's. And the Class 3A 112-pound champion from Lewis Central Council Bluffs, Travis Paulson.
Let's go to Dean Borg.
Jeff Harrison hadn't lost in 54